All right, y'all, I want to give y'all a bird's eye view of what we got going on. We're going to be doing a boil today, y'all. We got our hot sauce. I'm going to be using my two seasonings, Grilling Dust and Party Dust, as my main seasonings for my butter. These seasonings right here are pretty much what it consists of, so I'll give you an idea of how you use those. We got some crab legs. We got some shrimp. We got some beautiful lobster tails. And the star of the show will be some pan-roasted scallops thrown in there as well. We got the corn, the potatoes, we got the garlic, the lemon, and of course we got the crawfish and shrimp boil. And of course we got a little bit of water in this pot. And it's all about to go down right here in the Rolling Grill kitchen, man. So y'all stay tuned, man. This is about to be fire right here. Yeah, boy. All right, guys, let's get right into it. This is like probably this on my top 5 as far as what I love. Ain't nothing like a good seafood boil. And the Juicy Crab craze got everybody going nuts. I actually happen to have one, not even 2 blocks over from where I stay. So we spend a lot of time there. But anyway, it's perfect and easy to do at home. I'm gonna show you exactly what to do. I've got a pot of water right here boiling. It's probably about that much water. I just want the water to cover my corn and potatoes, and when I put my shrimp in, just by a little bit. First things first, season your water. This is the crawfish and shrimp and crab boil right here. And that was 2/3 of a cup. Now, I'm not putting any seafood in there or any corn or potatoes in there until I make sure this is seasoned. Very important. All right, we're gonna go in with 1 lemon, cut in half. This was approximately probably about 2 to 3 tablespoons of garlic. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this come to a boil. I'm gonna let it come to a boil. I want it to break down all the seasonings and come to one. Then I'm gonna taste it, and if it's right, then I'm gonna throw everything else in there. All right, while you're waiting on your water to come up to boil, this is totally optional. You don't have to do it. I like to poke potatoes a little bit because I want that seasoning to get in there. Our seasonings have come to a boil. I'm gonna taste it real quick. Oh yeah, just keep in mind now, the seafood boil that I use is kind of spicy, got a little kick to it. So if you want less spice, maybe add more water. But 2/3 of a cup was perfect for what I'm trying to do. All right, so now that it's come to a boil, I turned it down to the very lowest setting. Now, I'm gonna add my potatoes. And I'm gonna let those cook through for probably about 5 to 10 minutes, about 10 minutes before I put the corn in. All right, y'all, next is the corn. If you can find fresh corn, use fresh corn. This happens to be frozen corn, can find any fresh corn. But before you do that, make sure that I threw these lemons in there I just cut them in half, I didn't squeeze them. But when you put them in hot water, oops, they're easy to squeeze. So make sure you squeeze your lemons before you put your corn in there. That's what we're looking at right now. Corn and potatoes, baby. And some lemon and garlic. Crawfish and crab boil. Yeah, man. All right, guys, first things first, you gotta have a good butter. You gotta have a good butter. That's what this whole Juicy Crab craze is all about. It's all about the butter. So let's get right into it. Start with 4 sticks of butter. We're gonna put all those in here. I got the heat up to a medium heat, medium-high heat. And I'm gonna go ahead and add all of these butters. All right, I got my 4 butters added. I got my heat on medium-high. I'm gonna let this sweat down, but while this is sweating down, I'm gonna go ahead and add my garlic. And this is probably like 3 tablespoons of garlic. Now I'm making this for a few bags, so you know, if you like more garlic, add more garlic. You can never go wrong with a lot of garlic. And now, this is totally optional. You see a lot of people in their boils, they add onions. I don't like my onions inside the actual boil itself, but I do like them in the butter. They're gonna sweat down, and this is optional, you don't have to do this. But I'm gonna do that. That was like a half an onion diced up, pretty big, pretty nice sized dice. And I'm gonna let all this sweat down. I'm gonna let the onion sweat down, let the garlic sweat down, everything become one. So I'm gonna let this go for probably about 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and check on it. All right, y'all, that's what you're looking for right there. I got my butter boiling, I got the onions and garlic breaking down. That's what you want. If you're gonna add onions to it, you definitely wanna break it down first. Now I'm gonna start adding my seasoning. I'm gonna add my party dust and my grilling dust seasoning. But pretty much this one right here consists of the chili powders, the paprika, the lemon pepper, and this one right here has all of the onions, the garlic, and all that stuff in it. So pretty much the same thing that you'll be adding right here. But I'm not gonna add this, I'm gonna actually use my stuff. So, first things first, and I'm not measuring, you just do it to taste. Seasoning is all about doing it to taste. This is the garlic, the grilling dust. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of this Cajun seasoning to kick it up. And I'm gonna allow this to cook down for another 10 minutes and then we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, our butter has been going. It looks good. Now this is totally optional also. Some people don't like heat, but if you like a little bit of heat, hot sauce. And this is probably about a third of a cup of hot sauce. My advice is if you know you got a boil coming up, make this a day ahead of time. Give it time to set. Let it sit in the refrigerator after you make it. Cool it down, let it sit in the refrigerator, and then warm it back up. But it's much better the next day because you never want to serve this hot anyway. You want to serve this just warm. All right, y'all, our corn and potatoes have been boiling on like a medium heat for about 25 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and check one, see if the potatoes are fork tender. Yep, potatoes are fork tender, that's what I'm looking for. It's time to go on with the seafood. And now, it's time to go on with the shrimp first, for me. We're not trying to boil the shrimp. The heat, the residual heat from the corn boiling and the potatoes boiling is plenty enough heat to cook the shrimp. I'm gonna lay my lobster tails on top, and I'm gonna show y'all what this look like. All right. So I got my lobster tails in there, I got my shrimp in there. Now, crab legs. I don't submerge the crab, I don't submerge this part in the water. The crab legs are already cooked. So really all you wanna do is just steam them out. I'm going to place them in here. And they're gonna be laying up against, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. I just wanna steam the crab. I don't wanna boil the crab. It's already cooked. And so we're good to go. I'm gonna come around, show y'all what this look like. And next thing you know, we'll be bagging it up. All right, guys, that's what it looks like right there. My corn, potatoes is in the bottom, shrimp is on top of that, and then my lobster tails are in there now also. And I got my crab legs just positioned right up against the pot with the legs at the bottom, because I'm gonna steam them. So I'm gonna take a piece of foil, and then we're good to go. We're gonna let this go for about 10 minutes. We'll come back and check it. Did somebody say seared scallops? Yeah, boy. All right, guys, 12 minutes later, we are ready to bag up, y'all. Stay tuned. Beautiful, man. Look at them crab legs. All right, y'all, there go our beautiful shrimp, our lobsters, our seared scallops, crab legs. Over here, we have our potatoes, corn, and our butter. It's about to go down, y'all. And we even got some eggs over here. So let me show y'all how we're gonna put this all together. All right, guys, everything is done. Real simple, real easy. And like I say, this is perfect for, you got graduation parties coming up, you got a lot of summertime, springtime stuff coming up. This is the perfect stuff for that. Just a quick note, if you want to do this in multitudes for a lot of people, for a house gathering or something, just steam off your seafood, put it in an igloo cooler, and it will stay warm for hours, trust me. But let's go ahead and get into it. So, what I have here is the turkey size oven roasted bags. Perfect size, man. Perfect size. And for me, this is what I do first. I season the taste. I put a little bit in the bottom of the bag. First things first, 2 corns, like 5 potatoes. I don't know how many, let's see. Let's grab a few shrimp. Let's grab like 5 scallops. Just like you're at Juicy Crab. This gonna cost you about $100,000 at Juicy Crab. 2 crab legs. And then, you know what? Let's throw in 2 eggs. What you wanna do is go back on top with your sauce. You gotta make plenty of sauce though. And then this is the key to it. This is the key. This is the key. Take that bag, put a little air in it, and shake it up, man. Shake and bake seafood, shake and bake, baby. And trust you me, this right here for a party is a crowd pleaser, man. And there's your juicy crab bag. You just saved yourself a few $100,000 by doing it yourself. Individual size, perfect for a party gathering. And trust me, your people will be so excited. Hey, if you want to entertain for a crowd and you don't want to be bothered with the bags, it's all fine. Just put it all in one bag. Get you a nice, beautiful platter. And put all your seafood that's covered on one big, beautiful platter. These bags are the perfect way to get that sauce all over that seafood. And that's how you do it. Take your little extra Cajun seasoning. Take your little bit of dry parsley. And there you have it, my friends. Y'all be blessed. Catch y'all in the next video. Yeah, boy.